First pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 48 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He'll have a first down past the 40. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. On first down, here's Breida. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
21. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
64.
The 44-yard line.
Check 3. 65. I got this.
From the 44, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Check. Jim. 36. Hey, gun.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
180. 2. I got this.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
21. Here we go. 65. Hey, exit. 21. Here we go. Tighten up. White. Check 99. Watch the safety creep. Watch the shift, man.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Check 50. Check 21. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. A little flip.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Ravens 14, 49ers 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
It got his man complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
San Francisco.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
48, hey, orbit. And watch the leg. 48.
Garoppolo now. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Lakers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 27, Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
One, Omaha.
36. Line 36. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but they're There have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
I got you. I got you. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. He may try and run for this. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
56, right there, 56.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. 3rd down here. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
21.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Alpha. 11. Go ahead.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
12. Check, Nick. 21. Hey, Zoo.
From the 22, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Line 36. Exit. Watch 36 to Mike. I'm coming in. Hey, gun.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Alert three, alert three, alert three. What? Echo. Check, cross.
On second down, Ingram. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Shoot. 22, check, Bama. 56, 22, 56, check, Bama. Go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He can run for it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
On the double. Spy 56. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check safety, check. Hey, let's go. He's checking. Crash.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go.
A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
65. Big 12, fellas, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big effort that time out of Ingram. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Switch gears.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
I got you.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be interesting.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 75 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Check 24.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. 23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. Undercrunch.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. We own it.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Watch 36. 36. 12, fellas. Here we go. I got you.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.